Media access control, MAC-based access control lists, and ACLs allow control of traffic between clients on the network. This is based on the source and destination MAC addresses of the frames. In this episode of Cisco Tech Talk, I'll explain how to configure MAC-based ACLs on Cisco Business Switches. For this demonstration, I'll go through the basic steps to restrict traffic between two PCs connected to the same switch. Along the way, I'll select some specific options that you may or may not want. Just keep in mind that you can customize the MAC-based ACLs to fit your needs. To start making the MAC ACL, change the display mode to Advanced. Navigate to Access Control, and then MAC-based ACL. Click on the plus button to create a new ACL, add the name, and click Apply. Next, you need to populate the ACL with access control entries, ACEs. The ACEs show the actions and associated MAC addresses on the switch. Click on the plus sign to add a new ACE. It is then added to the new ACL. Specify the priority number. This is important because within every ACL, ACEs are processed from the lowest to the highest priority number. In my example, for the action, I will select Deny to prevent traffic between two PCs. I will enable logging so I can see when the ACL has activity. For the destination MAC address, I will select User-Defined to deny traffic to a particular MAC address. I'll put the MAC address in the Destination MAC Address Value field. The next field is the Destination MAC Wildcard Mask. The purpose of a wildcard mask is the same as the subnet mask. It shows the range of the MAC address field that will be matched. A 0 means it must be an exact match in that spot. If the entire MAC address must be exactly the same, you would enter all zeros, 6 pairs, with a colon between each pair. In this case, when a frame comes, the switch will compare the entire destination MAC address of the frame with the user-defined MAC address. The next step is to configure the source MAC address. In my case, I'll select User-Defined and put the source MAC address of the PC that will generate traffic. I'll enter the same MAC wildcard mask and leave the VLAN ID field blank. This is filled when the traffic is tagged with the particular VLAN. For the ether type section, I'll enter 800 because this is how the IPv4 traffic will be flagged. Click Apply. The ACE has been created. The next action is to bind this ACL to a particular interface. It can be bound either to a VLAN or to a port. In this example, I'm going to bind it to a VLAN. I'll select ACL Binding VLAN and click the plus sign to add the new binding. In the pop-up screen, I'll select VLAN ID 1 because I'm assigning the ACL to this VLAN. Check the MAC-based ACL and select the ACL from the drop-down menu. In the default action field, you need to select to deny or permit any. This is the action the switch will perform if there is no match with any of the entries in the ACL. I'll select Permit Any because I want to permit all other traffic except the one between the two PCs. Please note that if a Deny Any is the default action, the ARP requests need to be allowed for Ethernet traffic to work correctly. Click Apply when you've made your selections. Down here on the bottom right-hand side of my screen, you can see a log notification that traffic was dropped from one PC to the other. This traffic was generated using ping, the Internet Control Message Protocol. To show another option for the wildcard mask, I'll modify the ACL, but in my case, it will not change the result. To modify the ACL, remove the ACL binding first. This is done by selecting the ACL and then the delete icon. I'll go to the MAC-based ACE page, select the entry, and click the edit icon. Notice that in my case, both the destination and source MAC addresses start with 1C:66:6D. I don't have any other MAC addresses that start with that sequence. Therefore, the switch will only have to compare the first 3 pairs of the frame to know if it's a match. So to make this the new criteria, I'll put in the wildcard mask with zeros for the first 3 pairs. The last 3 pairs of the MAC address don't have to match, so in hexadecimal format, these will be entered as all Fs. I will do the same for the source MAC wildcard mask. Now, when the frame enters the switch, it will only compare the first 3 pairs of the MAC addresses. I'll click Apply, and again bind the ACL to VLAN 1 in ACL Binding VLAN, and Permit Any as the default action. Then I'll click Apply, and we'll see once again that the traffic between the 2 PCs is denied. There you have it. As you can see, you can have as much control over access within your network as you want with your CBS series switch. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.